So how long should you be willing to follow your dreams? Well, it seems that many people think they can do anything no matter how much they've failed, and no matter how tall the task is, while many people think they can't even accomplish a dream despite never having tried. Right? The old baggage that says you can do anything you put your mind to is a load of incredibly hot, stinking, gelatinous bullshit that lies at the heart of American culture, especially if you're taking your cues from Hollywood. You cannot accomplish every goal you can imagine. You cannot run a marathon if you're a quadriplegic. You cannot become a neurologist using an IQ of 65. And you and everyone else can do some things. We humans have limitations, and we need to be honest about them, because the consequences of not doing so can lead to endless cycles of cultural immaturity and wasted time. So with this being said, you have to give yourself a time frame, one that is in accordance with what you are willing to tolerate. Sometimes you don't need a time frame. Sometimes dreams can be hunted down indefinitely. So, for example, take the case of a musician. Her name is Sandra, and she wants to be a singer. Sandra isn't just practicing her singing. She also has a medical degree and works in her clinic. She has a husband and a life that she loves. Sandra does not have to put, her entire life on hold in order to follow her dreams. She practices as much as she can without abandoning the other aspects of her life. So as long as singing is her passion, she can continue to work on becoming a singer because she has her shit together and she's getting better with age. Again, we are reminded that there is no perfect route to follow when it comes to following a passion, but that it is a subjective decision based on your dream, your talents, and your limitations and what you're willing to tolerate. Planning ahead is a wise move when it comes to deciding how long you should follow your dream. If you decide that you can't tolerate being a 50-year-old man with no family and not a dime to spare, then you want to plan ahead and make sure that doesn't happen. There are certain dreams that require unusual amounts of time, energy, money, and might even require that you travel, right? These are passions that cannot be followed as a simple hobby. If you want to win a gold medal in wrestling, you can't just train for 2-3 days a week. You have to go the extra mile. And after that, you have to figure out how to make a living once your Olympic career is done. So, will your sponsors be enough to make a living indefinitely, or will you hit a dead end? Then there are the things you can't plan for, right? You can't plan for the injuries that destroy your career. If you're an athlete, the mental illness that prevents the author from writing her masterpiece, and so on and so forth, right? It's impossible to plan for everything because the possibilities are endless. So deciding what conditions you are willing to tolerate, writing them down, and adjusting them as your life and preferences change are amongst the most important tasks needed for someone who follows a dream. Because life is unpredictable. The least you can do for yourself is try to make it slightly less unpredictable by at least knowing what you're going to try and do, and by knowing ahead of time how you will respond to adversity.